Hello from Olympic National Park. After spending 4 days exploring Seattle, it was time to head out into nature and visit one of Washington's most diverse national parks. From rainforests, beaches, mountains and lakes, this national park had heaps to see. Good morning everyone, it's 7 a.m. and I'm off on a 3-day hiking tour in Olympic National Park. So I've made it to the Olympic National Forest and I'm doing a little hike that should take me to a waterfall. So we went on a little hike with our guide earlier today where we would stop and look at the different types of trees around, and it was interesting. I'm not the biggest plant nerd type person, but it was good to know some of these facts. For example, there's a certain tree where it needs a light, so it only grows the branches off the top of it, and as it gets older it'll start to drop the lower branches that aren't getting sunlight.
Just branches essentially falling off and dying and pruning.
Which is pretty cool, and they're pretty popular. Bug one in my eye. Yeah, so for some reason, the thought never occurred to me to bring insect repellent on this trip.
I know someday we could finally be. I know someday we could finally be.
Our first night was spent at Lake Quinault. Unfortunately, I didn't actually get to stay at this resort as they ran out of rooms. So both myself and our guide Sean had to stay at a different location. But we still had free time here and it was beautiful. Hello, so I'm down at the lake. I'm doing a lakefront trail. Literally it was full on overcast the whole day, but then the sun came out and it is blue skies and it is really beautiful over here.
I know someday we could finally be.
Today is the end of day 2. It was a big day, it was a long day. I am exhausted. I could actually hear fireworks all night last night. So it was 4th of July and it was so loud. I am literally running on 1 hour's worth of sleep right now. Let's see what happened that day. Good morning. It is 4:45 a.m. I got up at 4:15 a.m. this morning. We're going to Rainforest today in Olympic National Park, which I'm excited about. So it was extremely difficult to get up that morning, but the forest looked so mystical at dawn, so it was worth it to see that and to avoid the crowds. So we went straight into the Hoh Rainforest and did a 6-mile long trail. The hike was along the Hoh River Trail, which is home to the quietest place in the United States, known as the 1 square inch of silence. Designated in 2005, it's one of 12 places in the world uninterrupted by noise pollution from humans. And it's marked with this red stone that the guy who started this came up with, and then a few other people continued on the tradition and added some more stones. And so we kind of all just sat down, took a space and just listened. Now, I tried my hardest to stay still, but there was so many mosquitoes everywhere and it's ridiculous how much they always go for me. They actually got me in the forehead. I had this huge red lump on my forehead from the mosquito. These are salmon berries in the wild. After taking in the peaceful sounds of the rainforest, we headed back along the trail and onto our next destination for the day, Ruby Beach. It's a really cool pebble beach with these really amazing rock formations. I think they're called sand rocks or something like that. And there's some with trees and moss growing on them. And it's literally right back behind a forest. Quite different to someone from Sydney.
camping at Lake Crescent Lodge. It's a historic lodge.
We are now at our third destination of the day at Lake Crescent. It's named Lake Crescent because there was a crescent moon on the time that it was founded, and also, luckily enough, it ended up being in the shape of the crescent moon. The camera really doesn't do it justice, but it's really beautiful here. The water is crystal clear. It's got like the turquoise blue in parts of it, which is really beautiful, and it's shimmering off the sun, and it's so gorgeous with the mountains around it. Definitely come visit this place when you can. We spent our last night in Port Angeles, and I was extremely relieved to have gotten a quiet room this time. I'm really happy because I have an ocean view. There's like a little bit of a boardwalk in front of me. Maybe walk along that for just a little bit, and then I'm gonna have a shower and go to bed because I am exhausted. The last stop of the tour was Hurricane Ridge, where I finally got to see the mountains. Woohoo! I got full-on Sound of Music vibes here. We did a short hike and it was gorgeous. There's flies everywhere here. Just hear them buzzing, but the wildflowers are beautiful. It does not care. My tour is over. I am now back at my hotel. Then I'm here for one night and then I leave tomorrow to go back to LA, which is kind of sad because I've really been enjoying it here. Overall, I highly recommend this national park. Hurricane Bridge is #1 must visit. #2 would be the Hoh Rainforest, and 3 would be Lake Crescent. All 3 of those were beautiful, and if you only have one day, make sure you hit up all of them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks! See you again in the next video.